up, everyone? Trader Tim from eminimind.com. Today is Sunday, August 30th, 2015. Going to be talking about kind of the direction that the market is headed here into the fall, some trading ideas, kind of the way that I'm going to be approaching the markets given the recent sell-off in the last couple of weeks. First, as always, trading futures, option on futures, and retail off-exchange foreign currency involves substantial risk of loss, not suitable for all investors. Consider carefully whether trading is suitable for you. You may lose all or more of your original investment. Opinions, market data, and recommendations are subject to change. Past performance is not indicative of future results. So I've got the ES up here, and we're looking at a full 50% retracement short. Now I'm not putting a whole lot of stock in this move or in this retracement holding. In the sense that I'm not putting a lot of weight on it, because if we go back, and we've been talking about this on the eMoneyMind blog as well as in these videos, this 2040 level that we've touched 1, 2, 3, 4 times, basically for all of 2015. We've been moving sideways, and I could certainly see us coming back up to that level, which is above the 61.8. So just have the drawing up here to kind of give us a guide of where we're at. If we, take a look at the volume here, increasing volume on the decline, decreasing volume on the rally. You're going to typically see the biggest rallies in the context of a recent sell-off. So, we've got the big body candles to the downside, some inside bars, big body candles to the upside. I would expect that to continue at least up until, the Fed meeting announcement in September. Typically right after Labor Day, Fed meeting announcement time, that's when the markets shift and really go into the fall trend, if you will. So a lot of years we'll see, for example, the springtime, a nice uptrend. The summer we kind of have a digestion period. We move sideways. Maybe we drift lower a little bit. And then the fall, volume comes back in and we resume the trend that was occurring in the spring. Being the case that 2015 we were mostly moving sideways, I could see the downtrend continuing into the fall. But at the same time, if we come up to this 2040 level and there's not a whole lot of resistance, meaning if we drift up to these lows here and we pop right through, then I would certainly be thinking that a move higher is certainly possible. If we come up to 2040, and if you were to kind of envision this chart being flipped upside down, every time we came down to 2040, we had a strong bullish reaction, is visible by these long tails. We came down to 2040, buyer stepped in and pushed the market higher. So if that is the case on the upswing to 2040, meaning if we rally to 2040 and then immediately are met with selling, then I would certainly look for another major leg lower, kind of like we had a drift to new highs every time we touched the 2040 level. If we come up to 2040 now and it's resistance, I'd look for us to drift to new lows, at least on the year here. But if we go to a weekly chart, it's not overly bearish in the sense that we're certainly not in the big downtrend that we had in 2009. Could this be a start of something to that magnitude? Certainly. But at this point, there's no real reason to panic and sell out of everything. At least, I'm not. We're still very close to highs, and there still is a lot of potential. There's still a lot of swing lows back here that have not been breached. So the next major swing low that I'm looking at is back here from October 2015. And if we put a little line on it here, that would kind of be the next line in the sand, if you will. You see the big hammer today, or rather on the weekly chart from last week. But all in all, there's some good trading opportunities. I'm not going to be looking at daily levels to just take a blind limit. I'm going to be looking at smaller time frames like the 512 tick chart. And so because the ranges are so big, those smaller time frames really can provide a lot of profit potential. So that's kind of what I'm looking at going into the fall, small time frames, 512 tick chart or the 5-minute chart. And you can find out exactly how I trade those over at eMoneyMind.com. And if you have more questions, my email inbox is always open, tim@eMoneyMind.com. So thanks, and we'll talk to you soon.